sifting through the night, glitter in his eyes, everything feels right. Hand in the water, fingers in the mud, buckets full of promise, gold in the blood. Gear on the bench, tools of a trade, hustling through the silence, riches to be made. Big Daddy digging deep into the vein.
I warned you, we're right back. So here we got it. Box of dirt, Carolina Prospectors. So I was on their website and they got a bunch of different offerings there. You got to really look at them to differentiate what one is from another. But what I wound up picking up was the 1.5 pounds, 0.4 grams, $50 bag of dirt, $10 shipping. And it's one of the few that's not actually out of stock right now. They do have a lot of different offerings, so go check that out. But let's go ahead and check out the description. Put that up and you can read along. One paydirt bag consisting of fine to small placer gold. These bags are great for recreational gold panning and training the beginning panner. They are also great to test run through any new matting sluice setup you may be trying out. Always good to see how your setup is separating out the gold from your concentrate prior to using it in the field. Just try it, we're sure you'll be surprised. Well, that's pretty straight up. One bag, some dirt. Same thing? All right. So there you go. Very simple. And let's check it out. So it says it's 1.5 pounds, and that looks about right. Let's get this packing material out of here. And yeah, there you go. We got a USPS flat rate, a little bit of packing material in there with it, and then a bag of dirt. So this one is marked at $50. Now the bag here says 0.32 gram. The description says 0.4. So I guess we'll have to see which one is telling the truth. But take a look at it. Let's head over to the bench. I'll pour it out and you can get a better peek. Yeah, there we go. Carolina Prospectors. Let's hit it up. All right. We're here on the bench. We got our dirt. Now, the bag is a Ziploc bag. And, you know, you could heat seal these, but they opted to zip tie them. That you know, from a security standpoint, I guess I can see that, but from me getting out of there, that's kind of a pain. I guess this is where miner's claw comes in. Now remember, very sharp, very dangerous, at least until you stick it in a bunch of dirt. But be careful nonetheless. There we go. All right, so here's our material. It's looking nice, looking kind of sugary, very quartzy and light looking. You know, not a lot of big material. I think maybe look at that piece of quartz. Maybe we'll classify it out, just get the big stuff out of the way. But there's a lot of organics in there too. We'll see what's up. Let's start classifying. We got this dirt all shaken up, sifted out, and this is what we wound up with here. And above the 1/4 inch, not much, just a couple little chunky chunks. I'll get those wet just to give them an eyeball. You never know, there might be a little specimen gold in there. Down here we got the +10, and there's a lot of organic material here. I'm thinking I might float some water in here and kind of pour off some of those organics before we run them down the sluice, just because I don't want this in my recirculating. So we'll probably do that with actually all of these because they all have a decent amount of organic material in it. But this is our plus 10, a little bit of chunky, just up to the bottom lip. We'll hit it with the little magnet. I don't really expect a whole lot of magnetics, but let's see. Nothing. The plus 20, a little bit more material here. Still a lot of organics, as you can see, floating up to the top. So they're all over. But here we go. Remember, 1.5 pounds is how much material we're working with here. A little bit of magnetics here, not a whole lot, just a little pinch. Should be easy enough to deal with. Next, we're looking at the plus 40. Now, again, a little bit, actually, it's probably about the same amount of material, kind of maybe a little bit more condensed, but let's take a dip in here and see what kind of magnetics we can find. Again, not a whole lot, just a pinch. Should be easy enough to deal with. In fact, I could probably toss it right there and not have to worry about it at all. Finally, we got our sub 40, the light soft sands. About an equal amount of material throughout, so it's a good spread. And just a little bit of magnetics in here to show. You know, again, there's not going to be much of a challenge. It did say in there that this is kind of a beginner's dirt, so should make it easy enough. God damn it. Fucking idiots. I'm tired of this bullshit. Alright, so there you go. Got all that dirt. Now we just got to get it wet and then fire up the sluice. So let's go head over there and get to sluicing. Alright, so we're back. We got everything all wetted up and we are ready to roll. We're going to fire things up here, as it were. Have ourselves a good time. All right, so kick back and relax, and we're gonna get to sluicing.
Carolina clay in my hands, sifting dreams through the rivers and sands, dust and gravel, whispering low, what's buried deep I may never know. Paydirt, is it gold or just a lie? Carolina paydirt, keep me digging till I die. Fine flecks shimmer, but the weight don't stay. Small hopes crumble like a ghost in the day. Sluice runs cold and the pan runs dry. How many more chances before I say goodbye? Paydirt, is it gold or just a lie? Carolina paydirt, keep me digging till I die. I set my matting to catch the shine, but what I'm chasing ain't just mine. It's a whisper.
All right, we got this gold all cleaned, or this dirt all cleaned up, and we're down to gold. let us go and check it out. Take a little quick peek and see what our initial, come on, get off there. There we go. Our initial take. Let's get the zoomy zoom going, and there we go. We see some nice little pieces in there. Most of them are probably hiding underneath, but we're gonna find them all. Every last one, no gold left behind. So, sit back and relax while we clean up this dirt and find our gold.
Shadow, a fleeting flame in every bag just calls my name. Paydirt, is it gold or just a lie? Carolina paydirt, keep me digging till I die.
All right, there you go. There's your gold, baby. Nice big chunky pieces. Some of them are kind of light and flat, and they want to get mobile, but we got them. They snuck away from me for a minute, but once I get these snuffered up, I'm gonna go back and clear that out a couple times just to be sure we're not leaving anything behind there. But I think we got our gold. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back, and then we'll weigh it out. All right, we got this gold all dried up, and we are ready to weigh it out. Let's fire up the scale and see what it's all about. Miner Bob and the Ass are hanging with us today because they are also interested to see what Carolina's got for us. Carolina. This fucking scale to tear out. All right, let's go. Whoa. All right, 0.3. Well, it said 0.32 for a second. 0.32 grams. Huh. All right, well, we'll lock it in right there. 0.3. Here. All right. 0.326. 0.325 of a gram of gold. We'll lock it in there. 0.325. All right. There we go. I'll take a couple pictures of this, and then we'll be right back with my final words and ROI. All right, what's up, prospectors? Welcome back. Let's zoom in a little bit on me. There we go. That's good. All right, welcome back. So, what do we got? We got Carolina Prospectors, one pay dirt bag, pound and a half, and then things get a little bit hazy. We'll talk about the dirt and all that. The dirt was very organic, heavy, gravelly, very quartzy, light sands with a little bit of heavies in there, a little bit of magnetics, not a whole lot to fight you in there, and it's not too bad overall. Now, I think, like their description says, it's good beginner dirt, it's good practice dirt. There's known gold in there, and that's always a good thing. It's good something, it's something to play with. If you're buying other stuff from them, you can throw this in on your order, and it probably won't change the shipping too bad. If you're gonna buy it by itself, there's gonna be an extra $10 on it for shipping, so just keep that in mind. Now, before I get into the gold, I want to take a look at the description on my packing slip, and then the product that I was shipped. Now, all the descriptions say I should have got 0.4 grams of gold. The website still says I should have got 0.4 grams of gold. But the bag I got was 0.32. And I'm looking on their website, and the bag on the description says 0.32. Now, I don't know, the description says, well, actually, the description says a couple different things. So it's a little misleading there. The big title says I should have got more gold. My invoice says I should have got more, but in the description it does say I should have got 0.32. So I was a little bit surprised because I thought I was going to get 0.4, and then I saw 0.3, and I saw it intermixed there, and so the description was not updated on the website, and that kind of bugs me. Now, had they updated that, that would have absolutely that might have been a deciding factor for me if I was even going to order the bag. So I'm not going to say flat out deceptive, but maybe a little bit. They should, if they're going to update all the other descriptions, maybe the title of the item should also reflect that it's not 0.32. So, as always, make sure you read your descriptions before you hit buy, just so you know for sure what you're getting. I jumped the gun and I ordered it off the title, not the hidden information that I usually read after the fact. But make sure to pay attention to that stuff. Now, the gold itself was all kind of flaky flakes, nice little bigger pieces. Nothing really heavy though. It looked really nice, looked flattened out, yada yada yada, but it floated around a lot and it got hidden. So I had to chase it just a little bit. There wasn't a whole lot of little itty bitty pieces, so there wasn't a lot of fighting there. So it was all pretty easily recoverable. And there you go. I threw up some pictures for you, and it looked nice. It's nice gold. I'll go ahead and put up the numbers for you just so we can go down that as it is. I paid $50 for the bag. Like I said, there was some shipping. We found 0.325 of a gram of gold, which is worth today $44.92, which gets us an ROI on this bag of 89%. 74% if you add on that the shipping. But if you buy it as part of other parts of your order, you have some equipment in there, that can make the shipping less. So it really depends on how you're going to place your order. But overall, the dirt was good, decent return, and I had a pretty good time going through it. I'd like if they could update their description better so it's not misleading. But overall, it's still not bad. 89%, It ain't bad. I ain't gonna complain. But I was a little bit surprised. Maybe I should have done the math, because I think that would have been about, anyways, that's not what it was. So keep that in mind. Read descriptions. I'll leave a link down below to the product, so you can check it out for yourself and see if it might be a bag you might want to pick up. They have a whole bunch of other bags available there as well. A bunch are also sold out. So, check them out. Read the descriptions really well, so, you're not surprised if something's not what something is. The price of gold changes a lot, so, I can imagine as a seller with a bunch of products, keeping up all the descriptions could be a pain in the ass. But it's something you got to do. You got to make the time to make that happen. But overall, decent product. Good gold, good dirt. Had a good time. The packaging was a little bit but it didn't keep me from my gold, so whatever. So there you go. Carolina Prospectors. Get yourself some dirt. Link down below. Check them out. And don't forget to check me out, backyardprospecting.com. In the Prospector shop, I sell stuff like swag and dirt and a whole bunch of stuff. Go check it out. I'm not going to tell you. It's a secret. You got to go check it out. And go check out the swag shop as well. Wait, is that what I told you? Whatever. Go check out all the shops and buy a bunch of stuff. And you'll be a great prospector, just like me. So, this is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I will catch you in the backyard. Peace! Ho, 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 it's Santa Bro. Check out this link right here for some more paydirt reviews, and down here for some gear review. If you're not a subscriber, click on that. And don't forget to pick some stuff up out of the Prospector shop as a last minute Christmas gift. It might not get there on time, but hey, it was the thought that counts. There you go. Ho, ho, ho.